Hey guys, so it's been a while that I have made a video, but today I'd like to talk to you about the biggest project that I've been working on for the last year and several months. This is a Sorcery Contested Realm video, and this is going to be my artist proof set for alpha and beta together. If people don't know what artist proofs are, well, basically it's these cards. You would have, for example, this card, which is found in the booster box with the regular artist back. And then here, the same card, but that has a blank back. What you can do, these artist proofs are limited to 25 copies for beta and 29 copies for alpha, and 25 copies for all the others moving forward. What you can do then is you can contact the artists directly and ask them to paint on the back of the card. So this one, Abundance, is a rare elite that you can find in the booster pack. And then this one, I had to bother the amazing Vincent Pompetti and request that he make a 1 of 1 for me. So all of these are painted. This is number 9 of 25. And they're all, every one of them that is painted is done individually per the person that orders them. So this is going to be a long video. It's taken a very long time and huge amounts of capital to do this, and I'm very, very happy to be able to share it with as many people as possible. So I'm going to take my time with each page. Here you have Abundance, a Cursed Albatross. This is Jeff Easley, who has a very particular style and loves very vivid colors. This is his Adept Illusionist. And I love this one because it's similar to Doctor Strange when he performs a trick with the Time Stone. And so he took that for inspiration. This is the amazing Andrea Modesti, the incredible Elvira Shakarova. Some artists I was not able to get them to paint. For example, Melissa Benson, she refuses to paint or sell any of her artist proofs, so they're just about impossible to find. So I just put a copy of a foil amethyst, just so I wouldn't leave it blank. Voila. Here we have a slew of other amazing artists. We have Lindsay Crummett with her iconic Ancient Dragon card. This is number 10 of 25. It's very fun. A lot of these artists I got to meet in person, which is very fun. I'm very lucky, and I love hearing all their stories and hearing about the process and what they were doing before. Sometimes, a lot of them transition, and this is, for a lot of them, their first time doing art for a card game. So it's very, very fun. The Angel's Egg from the incredible Brian Smith, of course, who luckily for me lives in California, so I got to meet him a few times. This is Raphael Lurch, or Aranja Art, who did a beautiful Atlantean Fate. I have not gotten to meet her, unfortunately, but we spoke a bunch. I'm still hoping to meet Jeff Mangus and get him to do a few of these, and that's a very fun process. Another one of hers. As you can see, there's always going to be the original that you can find in the booster back. I try and get them signed if I meet the artist. And then you'll have the artist proof right next to it, which is very, very fun. This is, of course, Séverine Pinault. I wish these don't translate. I mean, it looks beautiful, but they don't translate perfectly on camera. I don't know if you can tell, but there's some shiny. She's been using a little bit of gold reflection. These gold finishes that she does on a lot of her works now. And what's very fun with Séverine is that she also then does sketches. All right, here I'm cheating a little bit. So Avatar of Air is an alpha card that does not have artist proofs. So this is an alter. So I asked Séverine, I bothered her, I said, hey, would you be able to basically do like an artist proof, but on the back of the original card? And so that's why it says A1 for altar 1. It's the first time she's done an altar on them for all 4 avatars, which we'll see right away. For the avatar of earth, fire, and water. I'm so happy when I see one completed page because it takes so much to get to this point. And I just love sharing it. I'm so happy that I'm on this quest. It's going to take a lot more time to get them all painted. Like Dan Seagrave, I'm going to have to chase him around the country or look for him in Canada to try and get some of these to be painted by him. Caspar is very difficult to reach, and Juicy has been extremely busy these last couple months. So I'm very lucky and grateful I get the blanks, and I'm hoping that eventually I'll be able to get them to paint. This is Belfry from Drew Tucker, which is great. Honestly, I could spend minutes on every single one of these pieces. And but I don't want to take forever, ever. This is a gorgeous browse by Elvira Shekarova, by Elvira Palikoska. Their style is very different, so I should be able to not mix them up at all. She does incredible watercolors, and she used to do them just with pencil, and then she started painting on them with color, and I think they both look absolutely amazing. Here is Gadu Duazo, who uses oil. It's a bit, I have to be very careful when I remove them. I don't know how this translates with the light, but I can see it. They're really stunning. These artists are so talented, and the way they can make the full image on this small of a medium is really very, very impressive to me. Here's another full page, almost full page. I'm missing Michal Nagypal, who's soon going to be working on mine, so I can't wait to share those when I receive them as well. I love this Candlemas Monks by Andrea Modesti. He's incredibly nice, and I was lucky to go meet him in Italy and pick up a whole set of his alpha proofs. Wonderful, wonderful man. I hope to see him again soon, and you'll see when we get towards the end, he did a really nice piece of his scent hounds, which is my dog. This is Alan Pollock, who has also incredible detail, and they have such a particular style. It's very, very fun. You can tell every artist apart, I think, very clearly. How you have Vincent Pompetti, Modesti, Drew Tucker, Alan Pollock, Drew again. Of course, Jeff Easley, Palikoska. Let me show you this beautiful Cloud City. This was a very long and very expensive process to go and hunt down every artist and ask them to paint and do these personalized pieces. So I'm very happy to be at this point. Here, for example, I have a question for all of you. I was lucky, I was able to get the Frank Frazetta artist proofs, and his son and his granddaughter manage his estates. And they're both artists, and I'm wondering if I should either leave them blank or ask for a person in his family who are also artists if they can paint it. So I'd love to know your opinions. What's really nice is that there's the alpha artist proof and then also the beta Courtesantias, which is done by Drew Tucker, and he did this very fun, beautiful piece for her. So that's cool. Oh wow, and here we arrive The first piece by Marta Molina, Crater Eyes, which reminds me a lot of Wrath of God that we see in 7th edition and earlier, but it was different art before. I love how her art is beautiful. All of these. Everyone's style and technique is very different. Look at Truitt. This is Truitt Parish on his world famous crusade and jihad. It's a beautiful Knight Templar that he's put right there. If you're noticing, there's a lot of signatures on the cards because I'm trying to get a full set signed and also to put right next to the artist proofs, which is very fun. Here is one of the very few pieces I have from Michal Nagypal. It's the Dark Tower. And I believe this is number 1 of 25, which is very fun. I can't wait to see his full set. Vincent Pompetti has such an incredible style that just stands out. I'm very happy to know that he's going to be coming to Sorcery Con in Indianapolis. So I'm sure many people will just fall in love with his art. I'm hoping to get the whole binder filled up eventually. As you can see, here are still some of Melissa Benson's art that I don't have and would like to get painted. Same story here. We have the Alpha Death Dealer, and then the Death Dealer from Beta from Brian Smith, which is an iconic piece. Try and be careful. Here we go. They're so fun. And I love how you can tell their distinct style and everything. There's Brian again, Elvira Palikoska, Alan Pollock, Vincent Pompetti, and his dome. I'm trying to take your time to look at it a little bit because they're all so different. This is the first from Doug Kovacs. I have, I think, 6 of his pieces, but he's only done 3 cards for the Alpha Beta set. This is for the Doomsday Prophet. Every time I get here, I am so surprised and impressed by the level of detail. Look at these Drums of Doom. The Drums of Doom by Alan Pollock. I'll never get over these level of details. And back to Jeff Easley with the East-West Dragon. Iconic. It just pops. I hope you have a little bit of time to kind of see everything that's going on. I know I don't take every piece out. Back to Gadoo. How do you do? And his beautiful Cyclops. Also, I can't wait I'm hoping to work with Liz Danford and Matthias Frisk very soon. And so I hope I can show you some of their painted pieces when I get them. This is another one of my favorites from Brian Smith, which is the Extinguish. He does such a beautiful job working with oil and broadcasting the light and the gory. We all know Pudge Butcher and Squirming Mass. Beautiful Drew Tucker, Fey Changeling, more Doug, more Jeff Easley and Alan Pollock. Again, these are just the card backs. I haven't been able to work with Francesca Baerald yet. I'm hoping to soon. Francesca, I'm coming for you sometime in 2026. I hope so. And Kayo, who is just able to put a level of detail which is near Unseen. He's very much a miniature artist, or at least in his way of painting with such tiny little brushes. It's insane, I have to say something. And he's really incredible. I'd love to meet him sometime, but he's all the way down in Brazil, so it takes a lot to go and see him. This is the extremely talented Ian Miller. And I believe this is Free City. Yep, it's Free City. He works, I think, with pencil. He's near 80 years old, and he's still making these gorgeous pieces of art. It's so nice and wonderful to be able to work with him and reach out to this guy. He's based in the UK, and he does beautiful, beautiful work. This is Matt Thames. I'm very happy he was able to do a full set of painted proofs for me as well. Look at this little throwback to like Jaws from Alan Pollock. The giant shark, of course. And that's him again right next to us with the bunny rabbit eating a human being. The iconic and very played grapple shot. I'm not sure how much you can tell, so I'm going to try and remove some from the sleeves. Again, these are going to be very long videos. It's going to be a fairly long video because this process took months or years. And I haven't been posting in a very long time, so I'm just happy to take my time and show you a lot of these works. Great Wall from Elvira Polikoska. Grand Wizard, same thing, it's just white. I'm hoping I'll get these painted one day. This one from Aussie. Same things for Matthias and Dan Seagrave. I can't wait to get them to, can't wait to fill out the entire binder. I know it's already nearly there, which is crazy to think of. It's something like 290 pieces, actually no, 312 pieces, which is absolutely crazy to think of. So I'm missing very few, and a lot of them are blank. So I'm missing Francesca Baerald, Melissa Benson, and then Michal Nagypal. But I'm talking with Michal, so I think we're gonna get these done soon. Melissa Benson, I've given up for now. And Francesca, I think in 2026 we can make something happen. Look at the incredible Andrea Modesti and his falcon, the Highland Falconer. They're so fun. They're beautiful. And it's the same here for Alan Pollock, who basically copied his own painting. And I like this painted proof even better than the original. His level of detail is also truly incredible. This is the very famous and played Highland Princess by Vincent Pompetti. It's basically an art appreciation video where I just go over and say, hey, look at this stuff. It's pretty fun, no? I really like this Heat Ray by Jeff Easley. As always, the colors just pop. He's got such a unique style. I just love it. I'm actually waiting for a few more from him. I don't know, I could stop on every single one of these pieces and tell you why I love them so much. Look at this. Oops. Oh no! Of course, I fell and made this whole thing move. There we go. And now I get to show you the immolation of Ryan Smith. And Incinerate by Lindsay Crummett. Imperial Road, I mean, just take your time for a second. And, oh, for example, here. This is Adam Burke, and I'm waiting for him to paint it. If the reason why it's not blank, or same thing here with King of the Realm, is because I'm currently waiting. So I've already commissioned the awesome Tony Shudlow, who's a close friend at this point, who I can't wait to see his pieces and put them there. So the reason why there isn't a blank or just a card placeholder is because I'm waiting to receive it. And same thing for Adam Burke. So there's about 30 pieces that I'm waiting to show you. But since I'm not sure when they're going to arrive, I wanted to do this video because it's been a long time coming. Look at this beautiful Kythera mechanism by Sylvain Pinault. They're all so fun. Jihad, Iceberg. I like it on how you can just have, one big page of a binder and have what? Brian Reese, Ian Miller, Vincent Pompetti, Lindsay Crummett, Elvira Palakowska, Sylvain Pinault, Gadu, Truitt, and Drew. 9 artists. 9 artists on one double page, and they all have a little piece. It's I find it incredible. And soon we'll have 11 with Tony Shudlow and Adam Burke. And hopefully Dan Seagrave right here. Wow, that would be 12. It's difficult to beat that. Back to more insane Gadu and crazy work from Marta Molina, who is based in Spain and who does incredible details. She works on altars, she does artist proofs. She's extremely friendly. A very nice woman to work with. Everyone has been genuinely wonderful to chat, hunt for, communicate with, and deal with. So I'm very grateful to all of the artists of Sorcery that I'm sure I've annoyed very much so, because this has been very long, so I had to message many of them over and over and over and over again, and they've all been nice and friendly, and I appreciate it. Look at this piece from Brian, the muzzle. His work is so raw, and they all have their own style. Every artist has their own way of doing things, and it's so fun. Elvira and her Lord of the Void. I really, really love this piece. It's one of my favorites of hers. I really don't think I have a favorite, because I've been asked this many, many times. When I have friends come over, or when I'm just looking at them and I'm thinking for myself, what? I have no idea. And I say that as I pull one of my favorites. This is the incredible Maze Minotaur by Gadu. I love the explosion of color. I like this piece a lot. Andrea, Elvira. I think this may be one of my favorite Elviras. I can't wait to see what Elvira Shakarova, Liz Danforth, and Jeff Menges have to do, and same with Matthias. I'm very happy with what I have. I absolutely adore them, and I can't wait to keep completing and filling up this binder. I think this Mirage by Drew is very fun. It's like the image kind of comes to life in my opinion, and it's all used, this one is done with acrylic. So they also, most artists work with very different mediums. So you'll have oil, acrylic. This is watercolors and pencil. Wow, this one almost looked like the normal. Marine Voyage by Marta Molina. This almost didn't look like an actual artist proof. It's crazy. It's so nice to go over the whole binder and to talk with you about it. And I also have to say, it's your guys' fault. Because a few of you guys commented on my video saying, do artist proofs next, do artist proof next. And at first I was like, there ain't no way I'm gonna try and complete a set of artist proofs. That would be for a complete madman, especially since I was not a part of the Kickstarter, or at least didn't get much at all. So I had to start this whole project from zero. But I guess I am a madman, and I'm nearly there. It's absolutely crazy to think that. There's about, I think there's 54 pieces missing. If you're not counting blanks, because I have almost all the blanks, but there's 54 pieces, which are Melissa Benson, Francesca Baerald, and Michal Nagypal. And that's it. And then everything else I have either painted, in the process of being painted, or in blank. Here, this is also a different media. Lindsay Crummett works with markers. So these are mostly markers and pen. Beautiful priestess performing the occult ritual there. We have our Pathfinder, our Paladbury bats. And of course, the most known piece in sorcery, Philosopher's Stone by Sylvain Pinault, which I received very recently. I'm happy to show it to you. I don't know if you can tell the finish. Can you tell the golden finish? Does it pop on the camera? Does it shine? Kind of see it here a little bit. I wonder if you see it there. Oh well. I love so many of their pieces. Andrea Modesti and his Petrosian Cavalry. I'm so happy because a lot of these artists have either just don't really do them, or don't do full sets, or are hard to reach. And some of them were willing to do it for this project, to put them all together, which is really cool. And so I'm just very thankful to them for letting me get like a full gallery of their art. At first I was also very much debating on how I would showcase all of it. Like, should I just go artist by artist, or should I just do a whole set? And I think that at the end of the day, I kind of like having it as a full set, because you then mix up all the art of every artist in different ways. I love this Drew Tucker for the Primordial Spring. Pristine Paradise, which Eric Olofsson famously has a jean shirt made out of. The back painted with this. I wonder if it's painted by Marta Molina. We have some of the most incredible art I've seen, and probably my favorite piece from Alan Pollock, which is a psionic blast right here. The details are just incredible. And don't worry, I did not forget the world famous Pudge Butcher, who in this particular work by Brian has ginormous titties. And I don't know if you can tell, but he is butchering a person, and you can have his blood here at the end. Please don't flag me for nudity. And there's so many pieces that are, I don't know. Just look at this and judge it for yourself and tell me what you think of Kaio and the details that he can put on such a small little piece of medium. It's absurd. I really like our Queen of Midland. Love the Rel. I love all these pieces. And I could just take that with every one of them and take them out and be like, hey, I love this one, I love this one, I love this one. Look at Raphael Lurch and her remote desert. Hi Bubbles, you don't have to bark for us, we're making a video right now. Should we film that, Bubbles? And love the Graveyard by Elvira Palakoska. Again, Riptide by Marta Molina is incredible. I love this Roots by Vincent Pompetti. Everyone has such a different style, and they are all such incredible artists. Look at this again by Ian Miller, The River of Flame. "32 minutes with you guys, geesh. Well, I told you it'd be a long one. We're probably going to go for a solid 45, 50 minutes. If you've made it this point, just let me know. Another Ruler of Thule. This is one of the Frank Frazenda pieces from Alpha, and then you have the Vincent Pompetti version from Beta. So I like having them next to each other, and I'm still wondering if I should ask for the Frazetta girls to paint it, or for Frank Frazetta Jr., or if I just should leave it as blank. I think this is the Rustic Village, or Simple Village. No, Rustic Village, yes, by Andrea Modesti. I love the Sandstorm, find it beautiful. And look at the Scarecrow by Lindsay Crummett. This whole process took forever. I don't know if it's good for me to put the artist proofs blank side, or if I should just show them here, while they're being painted. But I think it's more fun to just show that it's there. That way I can work on it. Oh, and this is my dog. Bubbles, come here. Come on. No? All right, well. This is my little golden retriever, Bubbles. And I asked Andrea Modesti to do a portrait of my dog on the back of Scent Hounds. And I ended up doing that for a few pieces where I thought a dog could be fitting. The amazing Seasoned Sellsword. I love the Secrets tunnels. And look at the Sea Serpent again. I can't wait to see Tony Shudlow's stuff when I get it. I think it's coming in January. So I'll share with you when I get them. Shield wall is just, look at all these colors by Andrea Modesti again. And here we have Silence, which is such a beautiful piece again by Marta Molina, who fills up the screen to the brim, and you would think it's an original, but I mean printed with the level of details. Here are the Beautiful Valkyries by Severin. The Simple Village in the Snow. Some more Syrian Templars by Gadou. I really like the Sky Baron. I don't know if you can tell here. You can see the two eyes, the nose. This is kind of taking over the whole sky. Smokestacks of Knack by Ian Miller. And this is my one piece painted at the moment by Liz Danford, which is a slumbering giantess. And she took her inspiration from a sculpture that she saw where she was when she painted it. I also love showing The Snow Leopard by Lindsay Clement. Andrea, Truitt, Matt Thames, Jeff Easley. It's Vincent from Patty. Oh, and for here, this Jeff Easley, I asked Jeff to have our sneak thief stealing the Philosopher's Stone, if I can find it. So, there it is. So tell me, can you tell that our sneak thief stole the stone? I love trying to get the artist to sometimes mix a few of the pieces that other people did. I wish I showed that with some of the other things, but I'm not going to go back and forth forever, or it's going to take hours and hours. I think this may be my favorite piece by Brian, which is this Squirming Mass. There's so much detail and gore, and I feel like he just had a blast doing it. And then I love the Standing Stones here by Kaio, again, with details that are just subnormal, abnormal, beyond crazy for us mortals. The Stormy Seas is just so vivid and alive to me. I love this step. I'm just going to take out almost every piece and show them to you all. And I think this is my favorite piece by Séverine Pinault, which is the Stone Gaze Gorgons, because I just love how they pop up and come out of the screen. We have a new set of Sorcery that is releasing next week. It's Gothic, and so maybe some of you will be cracking some packs while I'm just showing you some art that these awesome artists have done. Please hit pause if you want to just look at some stuff, screenshot. I really love how they all do their pieces. I think this is my favorite one by Ian Miller, the Geistwood. I hope I'm showing them well enough. I'm still trying to complete a few things with Sorcery, but I believe this was the biggest and craziest journey I've been in yet by far. Financially, it's been very irresponsible. But in terms of joy, it's been unrivaled. They're talking with the artists so regularly and personalizing a lot of the pieces has been such a fun journey. So incredible to get a little insight into their life, their lives, their styles, what they enjoy doing, negotiating, bothering them so often about things. Beautiful ultimate horror and the train constrictor. It's very fun because I believe that in all of his pieces, Alan Pollock just tries to change the animal that the boa, that the train constrictor is holding. So in my case, it's an elephant. I wish I knew some of these things because I would have requested stuff and tried to make it fun in different ways. I really like how all of these are personalized. I think this is my favorite Kaio piece. The Updraft Ridge. I really like that eagle, and the way he just did the skies and the colors and the lights here just really speak to me. I also enjoy the upwelling here, and I think this is my favorite Druid piece. The Vanguard Knights, which look much better in person, I think. The colors look nice, and you can see how he worked with it. It's a nice, it's my favorite piece by Druid. And here we have the trio of walls, the wall of air, wall of fire, and wall of ice. And I asked Matt Thames to do dragons. So to do a dragon of air, an air dragon, this is our fire dragon, and then have the ice dragon, which we can't see very well, so I'm going to take him out for you. Or maybe you can see a little bit better the face as it's blowing ice and making an ice wall. Ian Miller has such a distinct style as well, and you can see with all of his pieces. I think this is the Ultimate Horror. No, Warp Spasm. This is a Warp Spasm. Ultimate Horror was on the last page. Previous page. And we're nearly getting to the end of this, my friends. 43 minutes. I wonder if you are capable or willing to stay till the end of this. But yeah, this very, very long artist proof series is, or journey for me, is nearly at an end. Look at this Windfall, Wind Blast by Michal. Oops. And damaged. I also find this one incredible. I'm very much looking forward to seeing a lot of his pieces. I love this Withering Hero. Vincent Pimpetti is also the person that painted Sir Yvain, which is close enough to Sir Yvonne. So I asked him to do one of those for me. And I may show you some of my extras in the next video because this is taking forever. Here are other pieces that I tried to do with some artists, which I very much enjoyed working with and did something different. So these are extra proofs from Elvira Palikowska, who's living in Sweden at the moment. And so you see the 9 pieces here all put together. You have the city, the eagle, the bomb, what's it called? What's the giant bomb called? There we go, Doomsday Device, of course. the battering ram, the Great Wall, the catapult, cemetery, the windmill, and Mariner's Curse, all put together. This is the Magellan Globe twice. I like the Magellan Globe, so I have two different ones. This was a different take on the Magellan Globe. And then I have another piece, another panorama, which is here, 6 pieces, which was around the Lord of the Void. Elvira told me that she didn't have any more Lord of the Voids, only one left, so I said, let's make a panorama just around the Lord of the Void. And so we made it kind of around like a little fight. So you have the 2 gates, which were Dispel and Disenchant, that are throwing spells to try and repel him back into his realm. You have Browse here with our very known mage who is trying to dispel him or push him away. And in the meantime, you have the Lord of the Void taking control kind of this whole world around him. And then you have the all-terrain vestments with our person kind of stuck in space, which I thought would be very fun. So there you go. Here are a few pieces that are important and sweet to me. This is Lindsay Crummett, who did a piece of her snow leopard sleeping in the snow with my dog Bubbles. This one is Andrea Modesti, who was extremely kind and actually gifted me this one. So Andrea, I'm very, very thankful to you. I absolutely adore this piece. It's my mother and my dog resting and sleeping together. And I adore it. These 2 are by Jeff Easley, and they are both East-West dragons. This one, I wanted one to just be in the sky, and this one is for my sister, who her favorite Pokemon was Lugia. So I asked to do a little Pokemon Lugia for her, which I obviously get to keep. And here are a few extra pieces that I very much enjoy and love to have. So I wonder if you managed to stay till the end. It's been quite a ride going this far and doing this much stuff and working with all these artists. I know I am a complete madman for going this far on this project. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I wonder if you have any questions on how it was, what was most complicated, who was the fastest worker, who was the slowest worker, and stuff like that. Price-wise, every artist is different, and every artist has certain willingness to work on certain projects or not, and so, you know, it's a bit of a shot in the dark every time, but it's been wonderful, and working with these very talented people has been such an incredible journey. So I want to thank the artists of Sorcery that have been just the best, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. And oh, sorry, I almost didn't show you this. Here. So when Sylvain Pinault finishes an artist proof, she makes, let me see if I can put this in frame. Not really, I guess not. When Séverine works or finishes working on pieces, she makes little sketches. And so I made, I framed it all, and I'm hoping to put it all up. Maybe you can see it this way. Not really. Oh well. I'll have to show it another time and expose it in a different way. But yeah, I guess you can say hashtag frame or whatever if you made it to the end of the video. But a big thank you to the Sorcery artists for everything they've done and for working with me and letting me get so far in this completion process. So only about 50 pieces left to go. and we'll see. I'll start updating you guys a bit more, and I'll try and put in a couple Gothic videos soon enough for all of you. It's been a long time since I've posted, and I'd like to show you a bit more. So there you go. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day, and take care.